Bitcoin has been inside a bear market for the better part of 15 months. But right now, is it possible that there are several indications inside the chart that are showing that the bear market may be coming to an end? Is it possible that Bitcoin right now is finding its true bottom and ready to head back to the upside? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the aforementioned potential bottom scenario here for Bitcoin. It has been the topic of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. Too sweet to be sour. Is the bear market over? Is it time to put the astronaut helmet back on and head towards the moon? And as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, here we are on the daily time frame. This is the BLX. This is the liquid index for Bitcoin, combining many exchanges data into one. So let's start this off here, guys, because I'm telling you right now that all this week, and really for the past several weeks, I've seen the Moon Boys. Here it is, Kirby. We're going to the moon. And they're saying that the bear market is over. Right now, let's preface this with, can this be the first step of the bear market being over? Certainly. There always must be a first step before anything can move on to its later stages. And is this what we need to see for a bear market to potentially end with higher lows and testing highs that get broken through? Absolutely. But as it stands right now, we are still in a bearish structure, and I want to outline why this is, okay? Per classical technical analysis theory, we are still going to be in this bear market until these highs are taken out. And once these highs in the immediate macro trend, which is this pennant formation that we are in right now, with the top of the pennant being around 4,400, with the ultimate resistance, in my opinion, at 4,500. Anything underneath this orange line here is technically still a bearish structure. I understand that this may be difficult for some beginner traders to understand, as the price has moved from the bottom here at 3,100 all the way up to at its peak nearly 4,200, right? So I understand the mentality there. Oh, Kirby, you keep saying it's bearish, but it's up 30%, Kirby. How does that mean it's bearish? How does that mean it's bearish? The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is a bearish structure, all right? Just the same as this was a bearish structure, right? A descending triangle with the creation of lower high after lower high after lower high after lower high. The fact that Bitcoin found rallies from the bottom does not mean that the bear market is over. And this was the same thing that I heard time and time and time again, all the way in that structure here, which I preached on this channel endlessly for months and months and months, that this is a bearish structure and that, to me, we are headed lower. And we all know what happened when we broke to the downside, ladies and gentlemen. Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan, Don Carbonaccio shorted this thing down for a 50% drop, while the Moon Boys, degenerates, and gamblers got wrecked. And what I see right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that we are in what appears to me to be another bearish structure. Now, albeit it is not the exact same as the structure up here. This was a descending triangle pattern, right? But right now we are in another triangular formation. But let's go through why this is very similar to me. One, as we see outlined here by the white arrows, we still are creating lower high after lower high. The main difference here is that we are also creating higher lows, which in theory is good, although the lower highs is not good, right? And what we're getting right now is that the lower highs are creating this resistance box along the top here, which is outlined in the red box, right? And for me right now, ladies and gentlemen, anything that isn't getting past this box is still just so bearish. You have to, theoretically, the price action in here means nothing, right? Zoom out and think of the structure, right? It has nothing to do with the price movement. There are always going to be reaction rallies in a bear market, just as we had here, right? That was a 47% gain nearly, ladies and gentlemen, right there. 47% before we just were about to drop off the face of the earth for a 50% move to the downside. Keep that in mind. The price movements have nothing to do with it. If you're looking at the price movements, what's going to wind up happening is that you don't pay attention to the overall structure of the trend, right? This to me was a bearish structure, which led me to believe that no matter what, we were headed for a move to the downside. And if you guys are subscribed here and you have been following this channel for quite some time, you would remember that I kept repeatedly taking shorts in here, right? And the Moon Boys, this was the most outrageous time I've ever put out content in this space, ladies and gentlemen. They were like monkeys in a cage, ladies and gentlemen, going absolutely bonkers. Get wrecked, Kirby! You keep shorting, Kirby! You're gonna get wrecked! We're going to the moon! Bitcoin! They went absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. Sheer lunacy. I've never seen so much hatred and trolling, berating, badgering in my life as I saw during this stagnant period right here at 6,000. I actually wound up taking a short right in this level, and it was going well, and then it moved up, and the Moon Boys, upon this candle here, this little nothing of a candle, if you guys are actually, if you've been in the space for a while, this candle here, there was like some tether FUD going on. And what wound up happening is there was just like a crazy BART pattern here that liquidated a bunch of people. They made like this candle here after I had shorted was like the end of the world, that I was done. That's it. Kirby's done. He got wrecked. Time to retire, Kirby. Time to retire. Get wrecked, Kirby. Get wrecked. And then, you know, just several days later, ladies and gentlemen, we get the move to the downside after I had again put in another short and rode this down, not only on Bitcoin, but on Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum as well. Shout out to my VIPs. I know you guys remember when I was posting my trade alerts on that Let's Get This Crypto. But the reason that I just outlined that story there and went through some history at that 6K region is because right now I'm beginning to see this again. All of a sudden, there's a lot of hatred and agonizing comments, lots of very negative energy in this area. And the reason is because when you speak reality, ladies and gentlemen, when you show reality, it makes their illusion disappear, right? And the Moon Boys are under the illusion that Bitcoin is going to $1 million in a very near future. They're under the impression that Bitcoin must go to 100,000 in the near future. They're under the impression that the market must go bullish again in the near future. I just want to point something out here, ladies and gentlemen, you know, a bit unrelated, but if we look out here on gold, just so we're all on the same page here, gold has been in a bear market since August 2011, right? It's been on a straight downward trajectory for 8 years, ladies and gentlemen. After, look at the rally. I mean, look at this rally. Very, very similar to Bitcoin, and it's been in a bear market for 7 years. And the thing is that in gold, you see the same thing. You have gold bugs that keep preaching every year, year after year, month after month, that this is the month that gold must go bullish once again. And it has not broken its bearish structure in 8 years. And just to point this out here, what is the bearish structure here on gold? And ladies and gentlemen, it is nearly the exact same idea here as Bitcoin. We cannot break this level here at 1400. It has never been able to be broken. It is staying as a staunch resistance point. Although, just like Bitcoin now, it is putting in higher lows, which gives it some hope. But until the bearish structure, meaning that it breaks out from underneath this ceiling at 1400, gets consolidated upon and begins to move higher, the bear market is not confirmed to be over. This is what I want you to understand if you are subscribed here and you are a beginner trader looking at this structure. This is gold. It cannot break this ceiling. Can it in the future? Yes. Are the bulls trying to get it to break the structure? Yes. But has it broken it thus far? No. And until it breaks it, it is still in a bear market. Capiche? Now let's go back over to Bitcoin. I'll actually go back to the BLX. If we go back here to Bitcoin, after we just looked at that example from gold, ladies and gentlemen, do you see the exact similarity of what I'm talking about here? Until this level is broken, consolidated upon, and then continues to move higher, we are not out of a bearish structure. And this, to me, the bear market actually has two structures. This one right here being the first. It must break this red box and then the orange line, consolidate and move higher. And then unfortunately, unlike gold, gold has one mega structure it must break, and that is the 1400 level, in my opinion. Bitcoin has two. It has the level down here, and then it has the next one at 6,000. So really, there are going to be two steps to this bear market ending, in my opinion, or three if you want to count this orange line. One, this red box must be broken, consolidated upon. Two, the orange line must be broken and consolidated upon. And three, this red box here at 6,000 must be broken, consolidated upon. And then once we start moving up from there, that would be true confirmation that the bear market structure has been broken. Is that a guarantee that the market has to move higher at that point? No. This is trading. This is cryptocurrency. It is extremely high risk. At any time could be a fake out and a move back down. But per classical technical analysis theory, breaking this bearish structure down here and then breaking this bearish structure here would be confirmation, in my opinion, that the bear market is over, as all the critical structures have been broken through. So when these moon boys are telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that the bear market is over, the bottom's in, Kirby, bottom's in. Can the bottom be in? Yes, absolutely, my friend. It could be. But what you're saying has no confirmation behind it. You understand the difference? So yes, this could be the bottom here if we break through these levels from there. But you saying the bear market is over now, there is absolutely no confirmation to that, right? I just want that to be clear. Can this turn out to be the bottom? Yes. Do I see confirmations that I need to see right now to confirm that the bearish overall structure has been broken? No. And that's the most important lesson of today, ladies and gentlemen. The price action in here means nothing, in my opinion. We are still underneath the bearish structure. Any price action underneath this bearish structure is still bear market action. Until this level is broken and the action becomes above here, we're still in a bear market. It's as simple as that. And I want that to be very clear here, that is my opinion on what we are looking at here. I play this market as a realist. Like I said earlier, people don't like to hear the truth or see the reality of the trend because it dissipates their illusion and their fantasy, right? And that's why people get so angry. Full-time traders don't get angry, ladies and gentlemen. If they see where we're at, they say, how can I trade this and profit from it? Those that get angry are delusional moonboy gamblers that they don't. Oh man, I don't want to go down the road, ladies and gentlemen. I could say a lot of things about a lot of inexperienced traders that like to voice their opinions here, ladies and gentlemen, but I will refrain, all right? I just want this to be clear that this is my opinion here, that the level that we are at is just one of 2 or 3 bearish structures that we need to get through here. Because in my opinion, we could get all the way back up to 6,000 and then continue the bear market down as well for the biggest ultimate fake out of this entire bear market. That is also very possible, ladies and gentlemen, just as it's possible that we break up to this orange line and break down, or that we don't even get to the orange line and break down. And on the contrary, we could break above, consolidate, get up, consolidate, and continue higher. Those are all the scenarios that I'm seeing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm prepared right now for all of them. If you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. And Don Carbonaccio does not fail to plan. Don Carbonaccio plans to succeed. As I've pointed out time and time again, ladies and gentlemen, time and time again, the Moon Boys were on my case this whole bear market. And why? Why, though? Think about this, the psychological side of this. Why were they so angry with me? Why did they want to see me get wrecked? Why do they cry in the comment section? Because they're losing money and they want their illusion, their disillusion, to continue to be the fantasy in their mind that what they're doing is correct. Although they have no idea about what they're doing. They have no idea how to read a chart. And when they see somebody giving analysis that dissipates their fantasy and illusion, emotion is evoked, emotion erupts from inside their body, and they immediately go into a blacked out state of badgering, berating, trolling, because in their mind, instead of looking at reality and understanding where we're at in this trend with no confirmations, they would rather find some sort of analysis that goes, well, if we just go out to the, the 1 month candles here, we could see that if we take this move from here, that, in 18 years, maybe Bitcoin could be at 45 million. And they want to live in this fantasy, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't understand it, because those are the people that get crushed, wrecked, and sent to the crypto pits with Daniel the Degenerate and Corey, the crypto crackhead, scratching his neck, itching his collar, living that life of peril and squalor. Do not be getting caught like a deer in the headlights. Do not be taking that trip to Wrecked City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. You know too much, ladies and gentlemen. You know too much to not succeed in this market. And I do keep my VIPs up to date with every single trade I make, ladies and gentlemen. Every entry, every exit, every plan, every strategy, every insight that I have, I post for you in real time to the exact second in VIP. I will see you in VIP right now. I'm ready to get aggressive with my trades here, ladies and gentlemen. I see that we are at the precipice of the first structural rejection point. Are we going to break it? Are we going to get rejected? What about if we break it? Are we going to get through the second structural rejection point? And if we break that, where do we go? If we get rejected, where do we go? These are the types of scenarios I make plans for. Every single one I have a strategy, because if you do not trade like that, you will wind up taking that trip to Wrecked City. If you don't have a plan for every scenario up and down, you will get caught like a deer in the headlights. And there is no excuse for failure in this market, ladies and gentlemen. There is no excuse to be getting wrecked and failing to have a plan each way it goes. Can you make a wrong trade? Absolutely. Some of the best traders in the world lose almost 50% of their trades, ladies and gentlemen. It is the risk to reward ratios that make trading so lucrative when you're trading with proper risk management, risk reward ratio, etc., etc. That is how you succeed in this market, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you get this crypto. My friends, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I encourage you to share this video with as many traders you know. Share it in your chats, share it on your socials, etc. I don't think many people understand the difference between the price action in a bearish structure meaning nothing, right? I just want to reiterate this once more. Any action underneath the bearish structure means nothing. It means nothing if we're trading at 3,100. It means nothing if we're trading at 4,000. All that it matters, in my opinion, is that we are still below the bearish structure rejection point. And as long as that's there, all of this down here is noise. It means nothing, in my opinion. It's when we start to break these structures that we will get confirmations that the bear market is potentially coming to an end. And we can indeed, once again, put the astronaut helmet on and eat these moon pies with Moon Boy Montgomery and the Hodl Train homies. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure. I will be keeping you all updated in VIP with my trades here in the immediate term. I'm planning to get aggressive right now. I'm planning to get this crypto, and I will be posting my plans, strategies, entries, exits, take profits in real time up to the second for you in VIP. I will see you all in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. If you could one last time, guys, moon the likes, moon them up. Smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Share this with a friend because they need to understand the difference between bullish price action and bearish market structure. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all in the next one. So until next time, my friends, I will see you in VIP right now. And be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.